Well, at the post-fight press conference, Dana White said Arman will not be next in line for the title fight.
I knew it.
And he also said he would
Let me-
consider Islam number one on his favorite pound for pound
Shut your
fighter.
Oh,
He said
look
it.
at
He
that.
said it.
Look at that.
Jeez.
You know, it's something I didn't bring up, but it was funny because as soon as I got the word that Arman was out, and I got it early from some people. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to give it.
Oh, come on, John. Spill the names.
No.
Just spew the names.
Just shut
Throw
up.
them under. Let them lose their jobs. Let's
Exactly.
go, John.
Thank you very much.
Come on, John.
But you know, and I texted our news thing so you would see it and other people would see it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was I looked at it right away at the timing of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not saying I'm right, but the timing of it tells me that someone was having a hard time making weight, and they knew that they weren't going to make weight. And instead of going and not making weight, I'm going to say, oh, I got this injury here, which maybe he's got a back injury, but he tried to put it off on that. And the only thing I'm going to say is, and the UFC is not stupid. They're dealing with fighters all the time. And I looked at it and I told that person that told me, I said, hey, I'm just telling you, I don't think he's got a back injury. I think that he wasn't going to make weight and he knew it. And if he's not going to make weight, he's not fighting for the title. And then he's not going to get a chance to come back and get that title shot. But if he was injured, maybe he will. I go, and Dana's not going to do that. Dana's going to know he's not stupid. And it was the first thing that crossed my mind when I heard it. I was like,
Not at like 2 a.m. you get the call.
yeah,
Which means you were trying to get the weight down low enough to go to sleep and wake up in a feasible position to cut the weight in the morning.
And if you looked at him, I'm going to be honest. Look, he looked fantastic.
Yeah.
He looked big, though.
Yeah.
He did look big, and he was ripped. So there wasn't a whole lot, that was coming off of him. I looked at it and I was like, I'm not too sure about that one. But I could be totally wrong, and I don't want to be disrespectful to Arman. I'm sorry that you weren't able to do the fight, but I kind of have a feeling that weight was a problem.
Do you think it was just the weight? You know how many people I had call me or text me and say, hey, that he was supposed to take a drug test in the morning?
Oh, really? Yeah.
And look, I'm not speculating.
I don't know.
I'm leaning more towards the weight thing, John.
Yeah.
Because look, at 2 a.m, I've been at 2 a.m. when weight's not coming off, and I'm almost in tears.
Yeah.
Going,
there's a panic when it comes to it. Yeah.
But I've also had fights where I got called on a Wednesday night, had to report by Thursday morning at 8 a.m. at the drug place that they told me to report to take the blood test or the piss test. Yeah. And all of a sudden I got a call that morning and my opponent dropped off. So, I mean, that's normally what they do too, is they call you at say 10 o'clock at night when they know you have no time to try and prepare. And they say, hey, 8 a.m. drug test.
Yeah. But the drug test, you dropping out of the fight shouldn't eliminate you from taking that drug test. Now, if it's commission, if it's with a commission. Yes.
Yeah, this was only commission based.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
My stuff back in the day was only. I'm old, John.
I
just remember that. I'm old. This is pre-USADA.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the UFC thing here, because that's that won't take him out of
And in no way am I saying Arman is cheating, using anything like that. I'm just simply saying that I've had past experiences with that, and then I also was told that the fighters were told to check in early in the morning to take their drug test. Yeah. So, but I'm leaning more towards the weight thing because, like you said, I saw him physically look like big, already cut in those photos, which is coming right off of sparring or right after training. So he looks filled out, pumped and filled out. I agree with that. But regardless, at 2 a.m, I've been countless times, at least 4 or 5 times. To me, that's pretty high for counting. So 4 or 5, it's after 5, I can't really get past that. It just came down to shit. I'm in tears. I have 7 pounds and I got to make weight by 9 a.m. and it's 2 a.m. and it's not coming off. I've been in the sauna for an hour and I've lost 1/4 of a pound.
Yeah.
it's like you just start shitting yourself and you're like, fuck it, go home, go to sleep, wake up, in 2, 3, 4 hours. And then, I can sleep all day, tomorrow after I make weight. So you just pray on that, right? And hope. And luckily you wake up and you're like, okay, I slept off a pound for 4 hours, woke up, and now, okay, I can lose weight. And the weight drops off, you drop 4 or 5 more pounds in like 2 hours. So you get lucky, but it's a total just, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And I don't know where he was at. I could see that being the case though.
Yeah.
I could see that being the case.
Yeah. So when they put out that, no, he's not going to get it's right in line with what I thought.
But who's next though?
That
would be it. That would be it.
It's a good question. Who is next? You take a look at that 155-pound division.
Yeah.
And what they have, that's a tough one to say because, I mean, who has he not fought? I mean, you sit there and talk about Topuria and stuff coming up.
Mm-hmm.
That could be the
he has Charles again.
All right.
He's got Dustin again.
I mean, Gamrot would be, honestly, one of the more difficult fights for him if you're going to sit there and say it. I
mean, the winner of Max and Gaethje. Because remember, he's got Ramadan. So he'll be gone until probably end of March, probably April. So I think Ramadan comes early this year. So it's like, I think the end of February into March.
You mean Dan or Gaethje?
You're going to say Dan Hooker and Gaethje? You said Max.
Oh, did I say Max? Sorry.
Yeah.
Dan Hooker and Gaethje. Yeah, because Max is coming off the loss. But I'm saying that probably the winner of that maybe possibly would fight him. He just beat Moicano. I know Fizie's been asking for a fight for 4 or 5 for 2 to 3 months now. They haven't booked him, which is weird. I know Patty Pimlet's been making some noises. He's been
Pimlet's
like, hey,
gonna be fighting Chandler.
I know, but he said, I'm coming. So if he gets past Chandler, I could see them pushing him
up
really fast. And if Bilal wins, if he beats Shavkat, if Bilal loses, I think Islam goes to 70.
Could. Not saying it's a good idea.
I'm not saying it's a good idea either. He's kind of where he needs to be.
Yeah.
He's kind of where he needs to be.
He should stay right where he's at.
Yeah, he's just doing good, man. Like, just keep running it up, man. Just keep running the title shots up.
That's it.
Make that money. Collect that money. All right. This episode is brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you guys YouTube 150 for the promo code. Also, Element, use the link in the descriptions down below. Any product you buy from there, they will send you a bonus package of product if you use our link down below. Element's amazing, man. I love it. And I want to say thank you, man. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us.